Andy Weir has made a name for himself with his science fiction stories, and his book, Project Hail Mary, presented an enthralling story of a man alone in outer space who meets a friend. Reading the book, it was easy to picture a film adaptation as it felt very cinematic. Now, under the direction of Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, and with Drew Goddard credited on the screenplay, it has gotten the big screen treatment, and the entire creative team has done a marvelous job. In addition to capturing the humor and buddy dynamic of the book, the film also shows the importance of figuring out problems to solutions even when things seem bleak, a needed message people should always hear. Like the book, the film employs a structure where we go back and forth between outer space and Earth. This is a clever way of telling Dr. Riley and Grace's story, and while those who've read the source material will know what's coming, it's still entertaining seeing the pieces come together and what led to Grace being on that space station. Ryan Gosling gives one of his best performances in the role, displaying the charm he's known for, but also the intelligence and desperation as he attempts to solve this dilemma. Sandra Hüller also impresses as the person putting Project Hail Mary together, showing her coolness and frankness, but also her determination to save Earth from possible apocalypse. One of the centerpieces of the movie is the friendship that develops between Grace and an alien he meets. Gosling has to act with his character through a large chunk of the film, and they do believably look like they're bonding. Through a combination of puppetry and computer-generated effects, the VFX team successfully bring Rocky to life and gives so much personality to that alien. That he does not even have a mouth and eyes makes it doubly impressive, and it helps sell the connection these two characters have, along with plenty of the humor. What is also appreciative about the film is the way it shows these two, along with the people on Earth, trying to prevent this problem. We see the calculations and scientific know-how that goes into figuring out a solution to something catastrophic, and even when things don't work out, Grace and his fellow scientists put their thinking caps back on and try again. It's an inspiring message about how even when things seem lost, there's always a way to resolve an issue. At this time, when doomerism seems high and scientists are not trusted, the optimism of Project Hail Mary is very much appreciated. In between the science talk and the human-alien bonding, Lord and Miller and the effects team put together some spectacular space scenes set to Daniel Pemberton's lovely musical score. Watching Project Hail Mary, one can certainly make the comparison to some of Steven Spielberg's science fiction films, and not just because the movie makes a direct reference to Close Encounters of the Third Kind at one point. It has a similar sense of wonderment and optimism films like that have. It also shows Lord and Miller are capable of doing more than just wacky comedies. There's certainly humor in Project Hail Mary, which is very funny, but there are also plenty of stakes, which the film takes seriously. It handles those tones and the urgency faced by the characters extremely well, and even after reading the book and knowing what's coming, the filmmakers keep the mission captivating, all the while giving us this hopeful message.